How to break up with your boyfriend in 10 seconds or less. My boyfriend has a close female friend who blatantly dislikes me and makes no secret of it. I've reached a stage where it's her or me. How can I confront my boyfriend? I don't know if I'm being wildly unreasonable and jealous over this, so I need some outside opinions. You rang? I, 29 female, have been with my boyfriend, 30 male, for 3 years, and we share an apartment. He has a female friend, Nell, 34 female, and they were friends for years before I came along. I have no issue with their closeness. I have male friends and knew I'd be a hypocrite to leap to judgments.
Stop judging me!
But at this point, I feel I'm justified in thinking the way I do about her. Ooh, I smell drama. Anyone else? Yep, smells like drama. The first time I met her, it was extremely obvious Nell didn't like me.
I hate you!
It is so obvious when they don't like us, eh? Like, it's just so in your face. Coming from someone who has like anxious attachment, you're just like constantly looking for threats. I think that's why I like developed like a sense of humor, because like I realized that if I was funny, people would like me more. But it has also resulted in me like being hyper focused and like hyper sensitive to when people don't like me.
You are disgusting, and I hate you.
She came into the bar all excited to see my boyfriend before noticing me. Her entire demeanor changed. She shook my hand and dug her nails into my skin before ignoring me for the rest of the night. Dug her nails into your skin? Ouchie, Dr. Fauci. She even seemed upset at one point that I took the seat beside my boyfriend and quietly left halfway through the evening without saying goodbye. So, it's safe to say my first impression of her wasn't good, but I tried to reason with myself that not everyone gets along and I don't need to be friends with my boyfriend's friends. I mean, you don't, but it would be nice. However, as time passed, it became really clear that Nell's attitude toward me wasn't improving. Ooh, she likes him. She likes him! She had a way of openly mocking me in front of groups of people, making side comments or loudly joking about my voice or appearance. He said he hadn't noticed. Oh God, it's always so annoying when they don't believe you. No, I'm telling you, she's a
Well, she's nice to me.
She'd also make a show of hugging him hello and goodbye and not me. Oh, absolutely not. That's so disrespectful. God, body language really tells a lot. No, this girl hates you. Like, I'm just saying she fucking hates you. Isn't it fun when people hate us for literally no reason? Well, it's not no reason. She would mix that kind of stuff in with smiles and basic politeness, so it was tough to articulate exactly what she's done. I felt very much like I was back in high school. From that point on, I basically decided I didn't need to have someone like that in my life, so I stopped going to things she was at. I haven't seen her in about a year. My boyfriend still sees her regularly, and they text often. I'm sorry, but like, the polite thing to do is to be friends with your friends' spouses or friends' relationships or friends' girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever.
What did I do wrong?
The lack of trying and the lack of respect is, quite frankly, it's unacceptable because like, what is your problem? I'm now at the stage where I fully believe they've either dated in the past or have something going on now. I've tried gently to bring this up, but he denies they ever dated and makes me feel like I'm being jealous and bitter by asking. I end up suppressing those feelings before something brings them up again. I've reached the end of my tether with it. One thing that I feel might be going on is that maybe they were each other's like backup plan.
Come up with a plan B.
Like there was always like an unspoken kind of like they liked each other, or like, you know, one person was in a relationship and the other person had developed feelings, the other person was in a relationship, and you know, and so on and so forth. Like it becomes this thing where it's like,
he's always my backup plan, or she's my backup plan.
The final straw for me came the other day when my boyfriend left his phone open and I saw a text exchange between the two. Nell had sent him a heart emoji and my boyfriend had written something about how he was thinking of her. What you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Oh, you think that's weird?
I know I should have said something then and there, but I felt numb and decided to go to bed. I'm trying to work out how to handle this. Is it possible that nothing's going on here? No, I think that your intuition is right. Maybe there's nothing going on for him, but I feel like there's definitely something going on for her. Oh, but he was the one that sent the text that said, I'm thinking of you. Yeah, you're not overreacting. It's something I've tried arguing about in my head, but then something else pops up that makes me doubt it. Maybe friends just do send hearts and I'm making this up because I don't care for Nell. I don't want that to be the case. I'm basically at the point where I feel he either has to tell me the truth and restrict contact with Nell, or else I don't feel like I can maintain the relationship. I feel constantly disrespected and I want something to change, but I don't know how to go about it. Any advice would be so welcomed.
Help me! Help me!
Okay, so I'm literally the type of person to sit her down and be like,
I honestly feel like you just genuinely don't like me, and I'm just kind of wondering why, because I would like to have a friendship, or at the very least be cordial with my boyfriend's friends, and I feel like there's like a little bit of energy that might be a little bit off here.
And the other thing is, I don't like that your boyfriend is not like affirming you when you're telling him that, you know, she's saying things and doing things that are quite disrespectful to you. It really doesn't matter if he sees the treatment, if he sees whether Nell is disrespecting you or not. What matters is how you feel about it and how it makes you uncomfortable. Crazy girlfriend accusations aside, it sounds like you have a few reasons for feeling uncomfortable around her. You also need to put boundaries in place. And if he doesn't listen to those boundaries, I would be like, I don't know, like I just...
Bye, have a great time.
He also maybe should talk to Nell and be like,
yo, you need to be like nicer to my girlfriend.
It's not that hard.
And why aren't you nice to my girlfriend?
So some relevant comments. To be honest, I don't think there's a point in giving him an ultimatum, as I don't think he would choose you. Or if he did, he would resent you for it and make you feel even more crazy. You could try, but if he gaslights you, then you know. He never notices how Nell treats you and never calls her out on it. When you point it out, he makes you feel like you're jealous and crazy, instead of working with you and implementing healthy boundaries. You have to repress your feelings about their relationship because of how he makes you feel, whether you try to bring it up. That's not a partner that will choose you because he never has. He chooses Nell. Whenever Nell hurt your feelings, he chose to endorse her actions by not standing up for you. Whenever you point something out, he chose to protect Nell and make you feel like you were jealous and bitter. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have a point there.
Good point.
He has always been in her corner, endorsing and enforcing her actions, even when she's hurting your feelings. I would personally skip the ultimatum and just leave. I mean, yeah, but like, she's also still confused. She lives with the guy, okay? It's not that easy. I think in order to gain some clarity, there has to be some sort of conversation. Commenter said, fine, they haven't dated, but have they hooked up? OOP responds, that's what I wonder. I'm aware they used to go out for drinks, just the two of them, before I was in the picture. I know that isn't immediately indicative of them hooking up, but my boyfriend ended up taking me to a bar he'd gone to with Nell, and it was romantic. Fancy with dim lights and stuff, not a casual bar. You know, the more I articulate this, rather than keeping it bottled up, the more I think I've been stupid in not seeing it sooner. Yeah, I'm curious to see where this lands. I think it's very obvious to me that she likes him. Maybe she saw him as kind of like a backup plan or something. Maybe he saw her as a backup plan. Maybe he knows like something that you don't, and that's why he's excusing her behavior.
And I'm not having it.
But yeah, I'm curious to know what the update is, because we do have an update. First, I'd like to sincerely thank everyone for the kind comments. I didn't expect so many responses, and I appreciate them all. I want to provide everyone with an update because a lot has happened. A few days ago, after a lot of tearful soul searching, I decided the best thing to do for me would be to walk away from the relationship. I sat my boyfriend down and talked to him about it. I explained I always felt like the third wheel in my own relationship, and that for my own happiness, I didn't want to be in a relationship that made me feel that way anymore. I gave examples to him that I did in my original post, such as his lack of boundaries with Nell and his disinterest in standing up for me whenever she mocked me. I also said my trust in him had eroded to the point where I felt unsure of what I really was to him. I told him I still cared about him and wanted him to be happy, but I want to be happy too.
You go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl.
My boyfriend silently sat for a while before asking,
So, you're jealous of Nell?
If he likes Nell so much, just go ahead and be with her. This is one of those things that's like, this is the girl he told you not to worry about. You know? I felt like he'd barely processed anything I just said, and when I tried clarifying, he got defensive and told me he was allowed female friends. Not if they treat you like shit. No. Let's not trivialize this and say, oh, you're so controlling, you don't allow me to have female friends. No. That's not what this is about. This is about his female friend treating you badly and him seemingly being okay with it.
Come on, man.
My boyfriend planned a road trip with me, 24 female, and his 3 friends. I have been uninvited. For starters, my boyfriend and I have been dating for 4 years. Our anniversary was in April, and we had planned to do a road trip for it. Obviously, that couldn't happen. Last month, he brought up the idea of a road trip with me, his friends, 24 female and 24 male, and his friend's girlfriend, 24 female. This would be happening next year. I thought this was a good idea as I'm friends with his male friend and his girlfriend, but not necessarily his female friend. To tell you the truth, I've always been quite wary of their relationship. Previous boyfriend cheated on me, and I still have some insecurities I need to sort out. I hadn't heard more about it since the trip was brought up in the first place, so I asked my boyfriend if it would still be going ahead. He said they decided it would be a no girlfriends allowed trip.
Wait, what?
Okay, interesting. I'm curious to find out who actually went on this trip. I was fine with that. Me and him could always go ourselves another time, and I know friends need time to hang out with their partners. Nothing more was said about it until today, when I happened to glance at his screen and saw they made a group chat and were talking about it. I also saw his friend's girlfriend was messaging in it. I asked him why she was in it if she's not going. He got defensive and instantly turned his screen away from me. I asked him why he did that, and he said it's a private conversation. Then I asked if I could look through the messages. Interesting. So it's not a no girlfriends allowed trip. He just didn't want you there.
Come on, y'all. Why acting suspicious?
And I'm curious to know how he thought you wouldn't find out. There's gonna be pictures. They'll probably post it online. Weird side eye cam. I found out she's still invited and it's just me who's been uninvited. I would understand if she was one of his friends, but she's actually not. In fact, I haven't heard him say one nice word about her. I guess my boyfriend just doesn't want me there, but is fine with someone he dislikes. I feel so left out, as if I was made to believe I was part of this friendship group and none of them have even asked why I'm not going. This is bizarre. I don't know if I've misconstrued the situation and made a big deal out of nothing, but I'm incredibly hurt by this, as it's not exactly fair she gets to go when I can't. I'm planning on talking to him about it tomorrow, but I just want to get advice. I fail to understand why it's not like a guy's trip, you know? It's not like it's just the boys, or it's just, friends.
Oh, wow.
I honestly feel kind of weird that there are other girls there, but you won't be there in general. I understand boys needing a guy's night and you're not invited, but boys needing a trip where there will be other women there and they don't want your girlfriend to be there. Maybe I'm overreacting. I don't know. I just find it weird that he's totally fine with not including you.
I don't like that. That's disgusting.
Okay, some important context. Your boyfriend is not being a stand-up guy, and that should concern you. If a bunch of my buddies said they didn't want my wife along on a trip, but were taking theirs, I'd tell them to have a good time and send a postcard. Dude should always stick up for his partner, always. Totally. Do they not like you or something? I don't understand. There's something going on here. I smell drama. OOP responds, if this was the other way around, I'd be adamant my boyfriend got to go. Has OOP met the friends or the other girl? OOP said, we're not exactly friends, but I've been out with them before, not his female friend. His friend's girlfriend doesn't know the female friend either, but both guys, my boyfriend and his friend, are friends with her. You haven't even met this other girl? She's probably the one that doesn't want you along. Might be inappropriate talk and actions. And one more response, your boyfriend is probably dating the girl, friend, or wants to be. I just find it odd that they're all, his friends are totally fine with it as well. I don't like it. I don't like this one bit.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
On to the update. 4 days later. I really hesitated in posting an update, but I've received many messages inquiring about it. I confronted my boyfriend the day after posting this. Turns out he didn't want to tell me that his friend's girlfriend despises me. Well, fuck her then. Why is he not standing up for you? That's so bizarre. Like, that is literally like, if she despises you, then why do you want to go and hang out with her? I was shocked at this, as when we've been around her, she's been nothing but nice to me. He showed me a private message she sent him, and she demanded I didn't go on the trip. She also told him I was cheating on him. I was really shocked, so I messaged her and she said that she was uncomfortable with her boyfriend being around me, as I was really flirty around him the last time we hung out. Oh, weird. That's absolutely not true. If I was being flirty, don't you think my boyfriend would have saw that? Plus, I have enough respect for my boyfriend that I absolutely would not do that ever. My boyfriend's told me stories in the past about how his friend's girlfriend is very controlling and paranoid about other girls and won't even let them have female friends. It doesn't really matter though. Like, it doesn't really matter how she feels about you. He honestly should not have gone on this trip at all, or even like agreed to it. Like, that's bizarre. I didn't think that she'd act that way with me. The only thing I can think of is when we last hung out, I accidentally touched his leg as we were at a cramped booth together. So she's definitely reaching. Also, during that night, she'd made a huge deal about him messaging another girl, so much that we had to leave early and she demanded to go home. My boyfriend kept what she sent to himself, as he didn't want to cause any more rifts. He only has the 2 friends. He made the excuse up to not hurt my feelings. I get it, I do, but I'm an adult and I can handle someone disliking me. He thought he was sparing my feelings, but why he thought I would be more hurt by someone I barely know disliking me than being essentially uninvited from our anniversary trip is beyond me. No. Like, grow a pair. Seriously? Like, it just kind of sounds like he puts his friends before you. And like, in some circumstances that might be okay, but not in this circumstance.
You okay?
No!
It feels as if he took her side. I know he hates confrontation, and that's fine. Well, he's got confrontation now. I want a boyfriend who can stand up for me. He doesn't even know her, for God's sake. I'm assuming he didn't want to lose his friend. His girlfriend is very manipulative. To tell you the truth, I also thought he was planning on hooking up with his female friend. With 2 guys and 2 girls going, how could I not think that? I'm not breaking up with him. We talked about it, and he's not going on the trip. He told his male friend the situation, and he's likely going to break up with his girlfriend, as this isn't the first time she's done this. If anything's unclear, I apologize. It's a crap show. So obviously people are a little annoyed that she's still with him. WTF, he uninvited you because his friend's girlfriend doesn't like you? He didn't even stick up for you. What a spineless son of a bitch. He let her trash talk you. Yeah, and like, I'm guessing this entire trip would have been spent like trash talking you as well, because you're not there. He was more considerate of her feelings over yours and took her side, literally, and like, he barely even knows this person.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
This is not okay. I'm so mad for you. It doesn't matter if she doesn't like you. However, your boyfriend should not uninvite his own girlfriend just because his friend's girlfriend doesn't like you. It's not a good enough reason, honestly. Like, he should have backed out of the trip the moment his friends didn't want you there. Instead, he uninvited you, lied, and covered it up for her. He was planning to go without you. He's not a good boyfriend. What kind of boyfriend prioritizes his friend's girlfriend over his own? That says a lot about him. I would break up with him if I was in your position. OOP says, this is the first time anything like this has happened. We've had a good relationship up until this point. I'm giving him another chance. If he does something else, then I'm obviously leaving. I mean, listen, you always find out if a relationship is worth it when conflicts like these happen. And like, obviously, you know, you're in the honeymoon phase. Like, you've been dating him for a very long time, right? Like, so I have found with regards to relationships that there's always like a weird period of like ex-girlfriends and ex-boyfriends are kind of coming out of the woodwork, and friends are kind of being weird because like they either don't like you or whatever. And like, there's always this like period of conflict.
Conflicts like these will ultimately bring us together as an unlikely family.
Because, you know, you're trying to figure out where you fit in each other's lives, and like all of a sudden there's this like new person, the girlfriend or boyfriend. And whether or not you can get past that period is an indication of whether or not the relationship will last. Because at the end of the day, your boyfriend or girlfriend has to choose you.
Oh, pick me!
Otherwise, it's not worth it. He didn't choose you, babe. So let me get this straight. It was easier to essentially lie to you, saying it's just him and his friends. Then when you saw the group chat, he continued to keep you in the dark, leading you to believe he may potentially cheat on you. And then When you finally confronted him, he told you his friend's girlfriend was talking crap about you and he did nothing to stand up for you. Instead, he decided to make you look like an idiot and disinvite you, bending over backwards for someone else's girlfriend. And you're okay with that? OOP responds, this comment made me break up with him. Yeah, when you lay it out like that, like he did a lot of really shady things. It wasn't just a matter of like, oh, you know, he was protecting someone's feelings, blah, blah, blah. Like he lied behind and went and did things behind your back and gaslit you and like did a bunch of these things and did not care whether or not it would hurt your feelings. Tried to make himself seem like the good person. Oh, I just don't I want to, you know, protect this random girl's feelings and at my own girlfriend's feelings expense. Like that shit. That. One small and relevant update. I broke up with him. I've been reading all the comments on both posts and I came to the realization I'm unhappy and this isn't going to change unless I do something. OOP responding to how one commenter can make her decide to leave the relationship. You hit the nail on the head there. Obviously that one single comment didn't change my viewpoint so drastically, but rather made me see this whole situation in a different light. I realized I simply could not move on from this. Yeah, this subreddit is notorious for telling people to break up, but what else was I supposed to do? He broke my trust and I don't always want to feel second best to his friends. And not just his friends. He protected the feelings of someone he's barely even friends with over your feelings.
That was so whack.
This is such a small thing. Like it's literally just like he created this massive thing when all he had to do was be like,
No, if she's not going, then I'm not gonna go on the trip. You guys go.
like it's not that difficult. What the fuck? And furthermore, that girl that doesn't like you. Like,
Boo, you
you want to go spend time with someone who openly hates your girlfriend? Like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. I have respect for myself. I'm not going to be in a relationship where I'm unhappy. Yeah, it is a notorious thing for Redditors to just sort of jump to conclusions and be like, just break up, just break up. It's easy for us to say it's not our relationship. But I think in this case, this is like, the dude is spineless. He doesn't care about your feelings. He doesn't stick up for you. Don't we all want a spouse that like will go to bat for us? We want a spouse that will like in a situation where our honor is being called into question, that they would defend it. I don't think that that's too much to ask. And if your partner isn't willing to like defend your honor and put their foot down, you're not the right person for them. And vice versa.
Cisco!